So lately there's been a key that's been searched a lot on Idenikey, and it's a master key, like a master padlock key, like one I've actually never seen before. And so I did a whole bunch of research, aka Google searches, and I found that it goes to this master locking storage bag, where you can safely carry cash, jewelry, and confidential documents. So I figured I would order one. We would open this thing up here together, and let's figure out exactly what key it is. All right, so now before we recorded, I did actually open this just a little bit and made sure there's some keys in here before I got going. There is keys in here, so let me go ahead and grab it all the way out of this package now, and let's open it up. And we got a couple keys here. So let's cut it off so we can grab it here. So here's the two keys that, or here's the keys. This is one of the keys that keeps getting searched a lot. So just by looking at it, you can tell it's the master padlock logo, but it definitely doesn't seem to have the head at all, or even any groove pattern that resembles any sort of master key. So what we'll do here is I got one of the keys. Let me pull out Idenikey and let's search for it and look at the results. Grab the key that Idenikey thinks it is. We'll slide it in, see if it goes in, and if it does, I'll grab the Nomad Go here, and let's cut one, and let's make sure. All right, here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and take a photo. So I'm gonna be about a foot back. I'm gonna zoom in like so. As a matter of fact, you can see the grooves better a little bit with a little shadow in there. So let me just do that. All right, there's one side. All right, looks like there's a code on there too, BM0018. So I don't know, maybe that's in generic code or Instacode. But all right, so we're looking here, and now, truthfully, let's see what this says here. It's a cash bag, and it kind of seems to me that maybe Master actually is using someone else's lock, and they're just, put their name on the key, but let's find out. All right, so it looks like the first result's gonna be the 1131. I believe that's like an Arco key, which is a bank bag key, which seems to me might be it. Let's hit the second one. Okay, the reverse of that. So let me just look at this key here. All right, so it's probably the 1131. There's 1131R, then it's definitely not an SC1 or an SC4 at all. All right, so let me go grab a 1131 and let's try it out. All right, so here is an 1131 and an 1131R. Just grab them both just for the kicks and the giggles of it. Let's check it out here. All right, now I really hope this does work, because if it doesn't, I don't have a backup plan, and I may be asking you for help here in a minute. So let me just grab the 1131. Let's compare it. Looks a little different, honestly. All right, let's just try. Let's just try and see. It kind of goes in, not very good. Man, I was really hoping it was just gonna go in here, but let's take a look. This is a good one here. So, I mean, it doesn't really go in, and that's the fun part about doing these type of videos is we're gonna figure this out together, hopefully. So, let me see. So it kind of goes in a little bit. I almost wonder if I just need to shave down one of the sides. All right, well, I tell you what. Let me do a little bit of work here and look through a bunch of stuff, and let me see if I can't come up with a solution. So I'll be back with you here shortly. All right, so I've tried searching for the code on the key, which is a BM0048. Nothing popped up on Genericode or Instacode. And so I'm really left with a few things here. I was kind of looking at the keyway and it really looked similar to something. And so I started kind of looking around and I realized it was either the B01 or the CO106. So I grabbed a CO106 and lo and behold, it actually goes in easily. Like, it's a little hard to get out, I guess, but going in, it goes in easy. So then I compared it to this key, and as what you realize is the height of it is fine. It is incredibly short. So I was like, okay, that's not really a great option. Idenikey comes up with the 1131. I mean, at first glance, it looks like it might work. Of course, as you know, it kind of barely goes in, not really. So I was like, this is the deal. First of all, if you know what the key is or know one that works perfectly on it, definitely let me know in the comments below. But in the meantime, I figured what a great opportunity to do a little smithing, okay? And since the 1131 is what pops up in Idenikey, which I can see why, I mean, it's pretty gosh darn close, I'm thinking if I had a bench grinder, I would just lay onto this side of it here a little bit and see if I could make it work. I don't have a bench grinder, but I do have a little handhold kind of one that I am going to attempt to do this with. Let me get it set up here. I'll put a camera over top here so you can enjoy the fun with me. And let's see if we can't actually get a key to work. Let's do it. All right, you know, it's funny, as I was doing this, I grabbed the box and I was looking and it says right here, built-in high security cylinder. And well, when I first read that, it never dawned on me that maybe it meant that there wasn't gonna be mass availability of the actual key. But I mean, that's kind of what it seems like it is at the moment, at least. So is what I was looking here, by looking at it, I'm like, okay, most likely all that needs to be taken off, I think, is just a little of these two grooves right here. I think that's what's making it kind of difficult to go in. So let me grab this here, and as you can see, it kind of goes in almost to the end there. Kind of hard to get out, kind of works. So let me just try. Now, if I had a bench grinder, it'd be real easy. Just go on this side real quick, just go, you know, hit it, and probably be done. But I don't have that, so we're making with what we do here. Okay, nice and firm here. Let me grab. So I just got a little grinding wheel put on here. Nothing special. Make it secure. All right, so let me go and just grind some of this. Let's see if we can get it to work better. Okay, from what I could tell, looked like I kind of got it pretty good here. Get this undone here. Oh man, I tell you what, is it really that easy? Oh, it fits like a glove. I tell you what, I'm getting pumped up by the minute here. I don't know about you, but man, that makes me happy. All right, look at that. Look at that. Okay. It's hung up just a little here. Let me see. Yep, right at the end here. Let me, you know what? I got a little carried away here. Let me put that back in. Let me just do a little more on here real quick. All right, my guess is that is going to do the trick. Let's see. Oh yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. Next, let's just look at the shoulder stops here for a minute. And it looks like, okay, so you can see the 1131's a little longer, but if you look at through the shoulder stop, which where it stops, and you look at the point of the key, it looks like we don't have to cut the shoulder back at all. So I'm gonna grab the Nomad. Let's go ahead and let's just duplicate it as is. All right. Man, I am having fun, I tell you what. Okay. Let's get to cutting. All right, so we got that done. Now this is really the big moment of truth here. Oh my gosh, let's find out. Here we go. You guys ready for this? Oh, man, that is what we love. Look at that, man, I tell you what. I'm pretty happy right now. Well, I tell you what, that was a little more than I thought I would be doing in this video, but nonetheless was a ton of fun. So on the master locking storage bag that has this high security key, which is almost the same as the 1131 Arco key. All you have to do is when you're looking at the key like this on the side facing you, you just have to get on a grinder and just shave it down ever so slightly. It doesn't take much. And of course, you're gonna get this good, nice, and working key. Pretty cool. Now, of course, if you don't have that, the CO106 here, it goes in easy. It's just not long enough. It's not even close to being long enough. So you're gonna have to really, as a matter of fact, let me look here. You might be able to just make it work, actually. So that could be a backup option if needed, but nonetheless, pop the 1131 on a bench grinder for just a couple moments, and you'll be good to go here. So I'm gonna make sure that when you do search the key, the 1131 pops up for the Arco. It's gonna be the key to use, and then in the future, we'll have a little note that says, may have to grind down a little side. So hey, the cool part is there's a little smithing still involved in key making, and I'm really happy I was able to do that. And I'm really even more happy that we got a key to work. But what I do want to know is a couple things. Do you know of an existing blank that needs 0 modifications that could work for this? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know. On top of that though, what do you think about this little method? And is it something you would do to help your customer get the job done? All right, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Congrats, you've made it to the end. Now, I want to make sure that when you are commenting on our videos that you include the hashtag Lockboss. When you do, you automatically get entered in to win one of 5 free prizes we give away every Tuesday live here on YouTube. So I look forward to reading your comment and responding soon. Until next time.